The MAGA family continues to lose support for this war in Iran around the world. Despite that, they're sending troops to the Strait of Hormuz. In Europe, the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, fired back at President Trump.
Donald Trump was absolutely attracted by her ideologically. Meloni rode to the rescue of the reputation of Pope Leo XIV, who of course has been on the receiving end now of multiple days of ad hominem attacks by the President of the United States. The Italian Prime Minister said that President Trump's remarks about the Holy Father were unacceptable. The Pope is the head of the Catholic Church, and it is right and proper that he should call for peace and condemn all forms of war.
And now he fired back again, of course. He has to have the last word.
And says she is no longer the same person that she was. He says he's shocked by her. I thought she was brave, but I was wrong.
And a Polish MP put up a Israeli flag with a swastika, blaming them for the genocide in Gaza. And remember, Poland is where a lot of the concentration camps during the Nazi period was based. I'm talking about Auschwitz, Treblinka, Sobibor. In Hungary, Viktor Orban lost the election big time, or he lost it bigly.
Hungary's far-right nationalist leader, Viktor Orban, was defeated in an election yesterday. This brings to an end his 16 years in office. Orban was heavily backed by the Trump administration, but he lost to his center-right rival, Peter Magyar, in a landslide.
Remember that Viktor Orban is what the Heritage Foundation based Project 2025 on. And so it's closely tied to MAGA. And J.D. Vance went there to support him just before the election.
Vice President J.D. Vance in Hungary and Budapest last week, stumping for Viktor Orban.
Talk about J.D. Vance. He went to a Turning Point event to rally the youth at Georgia University. And the attendance was, to say the least, not great. I think there were tens and tens of people there. This speech he gave looked like he was stepping back and saying, I don't believe in this war.
President J.D. Vance spoke at a Turning Point USA event last night at the University of Georgia. It was, let's say, sparsely attended based on pictures of the crowd instead of a massive auditorium.
I recognize that a lot of young voters don't love the policy that we have in the Middle East. I also know that we've secured the border. We've lowered housing prices now for 8 months in a row. We've made America energy dominant, which has lowered electricity costs. I'm not saying you have to agree with me on every issue.
So is this going to be reflected in the midterms? Well, we have to wait and see.